G'day, Aussie Bonsai bloke here, here you go. Well, getting ready for a party tonight. So we've got a bit of an interesting video today. I'm going to still work on a tree, keep it bonsai focused, even though it's not all going to be bloody bonsai, I tell you. Anyway, I've been having a bit of a suckle on the old beer. Although let's hope I've still got enough wit about me to get to this party. Got a party tonight. And I got to show you how I dress as well. So first of all, well, let me tell you what this video is about. One, I'm going to show you how I clean my shed finally. You know how I was saying the shed's a bloody mess. I've got a little chair here as well. You know how I was saying the shed's a bloody mess. Got to clean up. Well, I gave it a good old spiffo clean up. Spick and span. And that'll be one thing, I'll show you that. Second thing, I've installed, wait for it, good old fashioned Australian potbelly, actually made in New Zealand, potbelly. I've installed that, so that's in the shed now, so in winter I'll be able to have that cranking, keep warm on those cold frosty nights making videos and working on bonsai. I'm going to trim this tree just to keep it bonsai focused, and I'm also going to trim my hair. So anyway, this party is going to be a party for Aussie icons, or basically Aussie orientated party. I thought, you know what, if all you blokes turned up there, and women, I could just go as myself, Aussie Bonsai bloke. Then I thought, nah, you know, no one watches bonsai channels where I'm going, and it's a pretty small community, so I thought, nah, I'm going to have to do something else. So here we are. I'm going to have a haircut on camera again, and you'll see how it bloody turns out. I don't even know how it's going to turn out. This could be bloody interesting, I'll tell you. Alright, so this could be interesting. Couple of things I could do. I don't really have long enough hair at the back to do a proper mullet. So I'm thinking I'll keep a mohawk as well as a mullet to tie in. Otherwise, I've seen some Aussie haircuts where they shave it all bald, the whole thing, and then just have a little bit of hair at the back. Or you could do the whole thing bald, including the back, and have these little stupid little fringes at the front. That used to be something that Aussies used to do. Have a stupid fringe at the front, and then everything else bald. So anyway, so I've been thinking, or I can even, if I keep a mohawk sort of mullet thing, come around here. I'm going to go, by the way, I'm going as a bogan. You probably would have guessed that already. You've seen as I pretty much am a bogan. I could almost go as myself. Anyway, so I could shave around here and then back down, bald, and have a really clear, defined line between bald and hair. Or I could go number 3 and then do some zigzag lines through it, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to go the full-on baldness. No comb, just full bald. I don't know. We'll have a bit of a practice, eh? What's that? I don't even know what I'm doing here. This is gonna look stupid. I'm even thinking I might even do school pickup. looking like this. Can't really tell, the rest of my hair is just folding over, but I'm sure it's getting bald under there somewhere. It's getting bald. Don't worry about that. It's getting bald. I'm going to try to concentrate a bit. I don't want to go crazy and wreck something here. Jesus, look at that. Well, that's bold. So, what I'm thinking, Jesus, man. I'm thinking I'll do that around the whole thing now. Well, too late to do anything else. But another thing, I just want to show you around the shed first, and then we'll work on the tree. I'll definitely finish my haircut before we work on the tree, because I at least want to do one video as a full-on Bogan Bonsai bloke. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty funny. So I'll just have another beer, another suckle, and then we'll go for a little walk around the shed just to show you how things are going. See, normal side. Bogan side. Normal side, Bogan side. I'm worried I went up a bit high actually. I think I could have kept it a bit lower, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It's only for a one night party. And to be honest, no one will take much notice anyway, because everyone will probably dress as Bogans for the party. Could be the last party of 2020 with this coronavirus. They almost cancelled it actually, but anyway, so this is the hair that I got off already. A little bit of hair, not much. Right, I just want to show you around all of my work, right? So obviously we got the hoist with the lights, the shed door, painted black, Aussie Bonsai bloke. Adrian Eggleton's spinning tree turntables, check him out again if you haven't. Does a bloody awesome job. Really cool turntables, check him out. Yeah, so I've cleaned all of this, got me Qualcast mower in the back there. All of this has been cleaned. All cleaned. I'll zoom out for a second. I don't know, what'd that say to me? Oh, that's another thing I want to tell you. This camera now is actually a Samsung S20 instead of the S9 that I used to have. So let me know what you think of the quality. This is a, Samsung S20, because my plan ran out and I got the S20 instead of my old S9. It's an S20 Plus. I didn't get the Ultra because I just couldn't warrant spending the extra $10 a month to have the Ultra rather than the Plus. So anyway, ended up with this one. So as you can see, all pretty clean. Nice and clean, floor's clean. And this bloody beauty here, look at this beauty. Woo! Oh yeah! That is my new shed heater. Bloody beauty. I got the got the clamp on the angle grinding disc so I didn't put a crack in the tile. Then I got some silicone behind here, which is gluing it to a backing plate. So when I take the clamps off, it should all stay there, all nice and sweet. I wouldn't have gone with a bright red tiled surround, but it does look pretty cool, doesn't it? The only reason I went with that is because that used to be in the house when we bought the house, So I decided, well, might as well keep it, make it look fancy rather than just have the fireplace straight on the floor. Do a nice surround, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, we got the fireplace there. I can cook on the top. I might even put a pan on top and cook some steak one day for you guys. Bit of fun. Got the old Pittsburgh. It's a New Zealand fireplace. Quite dark in there. I wonder how the camera's gonna go. No, doesn't like it. I thought maybe it would have some settings to fix that up, but anyway, got the fire, pile of wood there ready. But yeah, pretty cool. So that's all cleaned up, that's all done. Changed where I have my air compressor, one there, one there. They used to be over here, but I had to move all that stuff along, get rid of the air compressor into there so that I could fit this. But pretty cool. So in summer, Sam, you are such a wally. In winter, this thing is going to be invaluable. I'm going to be able to sit out here on a frosty night, have the fire going, deck chair in front of it, work on my bonsai. It's going to be cool. Alright, so yeah, that's about it. Got the mirror here. I'm working on this bloody hair. You can see. Cheers, I look good, don't I? Look at that. Look at that man in that mirror. Look at that bald patch. Bloody beauty. Alright, I'll finish the haircut and then we're going to keep working on that tree. Cheers. Alright, sitting down again. I'll work on the other side now. Try and get it fairly even to that, although it's going to be bloody hard. I really think I went to town on that one. Then of course I'm going to gel it up. You know, gel it right up in the air like that, like an idiot. Put it right up like an idiot. And now I do the other side. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. No hair left, buddy. Hair's gone, buddy. I don't know, it's bloody starting to get there, you know. I'll leave the beard. I reckon I'll leave the beard just look like a complete tosser. I do think I went a bit high on that bald cut on the side. I did go a bit high. It left it a bit lower, but really does emphasise the Bogan bloke. And then I wonder whether I should do a clean cut around here or just leave it messy. I think messy's better for a Bogan bloke. Even all this neck hair back here. think I'll leave that. Not bloody bad. It did cut in a bit deep at the back there. I don't know what happened. There it's like extra little tough at the front, but I'll leave it like that. Yeah. Bloody beauty. Done. I reckon my haircut's done. At the end of the video, I'll show you, well, we'll do a spin of the tree as we normally do once I've actually got into bonsai. I haven't done much bonsai yet. I'll turn this bloody thing off. Turn that off. So what I'll do is I'll maybe get into the tree. Yeah, I think I've messed it up slightly, but anyway. Long as you look stupid, that's Australian. Right. After I've done the tree, I'll show you at the end of the video, just before I go out to this party, me fully kitted up in the Bogan gear. Plan on having a wife beater on. I was going to have a blue wife beater on, but I might end up having a fluoro wife beater because I can't find a blue one. Then I'm going to have maybe a flanny shirt over the top, long sleeves. It's going to be cold tonight apparently. And then I'm going to have shorts that finish almost close enough so my ball bags hang out the bottom. Might have to wear the old jocks. My ball bag's going to almost hang out. I'm going to have a white tan line before I get to my proper tan line. And that's going to be it. So I'm going to look like a complete idiot. And I might even keep this stupid haircut for a week of school pickup, but we'll see. No worries. Cheers for watching so far. Let's get to actual bonsai and I'm going to style the tree. Cheers. Just checking to make sure. Don't need to go higher or... No, I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Aussie Bogan. G'day. Aussie Bogan bloke here, how you going? Right, let's trim this tree. Enough mucking around. Hopefully, by the time I got all my clothes on, my dumb haircut will make sense for the party. So this tree, it's been styled for about 4 years. From a trunk. I actually paid a decent amount of money for this trunk. It had a pretty cool trunk on it. I think it was $80 for the trunk, 80 bucks Australian, which I guess not that much money really, but anyway, so this is one of those trees where I do pretty well keep an outside silhouette of the tree. A little bit more like your high big canopy, like a deciduous tree where it all becomes one. Actually, what I'll do while we do this video, I might actually come out just a bit further so you can see my ugly mug while I'm working on the tree. Good old Bogan bloke. Okay, so yeah, I'm cutting back to 2 everywhere. Not really worried too much about the outside shape of the tree because I know that it's already fairly well set. So made this more like your traditional, I guess, bonsai without the different levels of pads and, you know, bits that cut in and out of the tree. So basically I'm just going to go 2 shoots from any one location. Where there's 3, I'll cut them back to 2. But you'll find, like, even with an olive, like an olive normally always shoots 3. You'll find, like, this stage of development, they stop shooting 3 from locations. They only actually shoot anywhere from 1 to 2. They don't get those big divisions that they normally get when they're young, and you've got to really keep on top of it. And they can get up to 4 or 5 from one location. Yeah, I'm not joking. Like this, generally you'll get only 2. So it's actually they're a pretty easy tree to maintain. Very easy tree to work on. Just a great tree all round. Very hardy, sun tolerant. Don't like the cold so much, but they're okay with frost. They'll survive the frost fine. But they do like some heat. So even our 45-degree days, these guys in full sun, no shade, don't even blink. They just keep on growing, stay green. They don't even care. But if you were to try and grow them in, you know, cold places in America or Europe where it freezes pretty hard, you would have to give them some winter protection because they get that permafrost and the whole root ball freezes. Here in Australia, at least where I live and most of Australia, you know, we get our frost in the morning, which will freeze the leaves and maybe the stems a bit. But it will never work its way into the roots. The roots never freeze here where I live in Australia. It stays warm enough that the root ball never really freezes. It can get really cold, but doesn't quite freeze. The bird bath, as you've seen in my previous video, the bird bath can freeze over. And you get a, you know, maybe a ½ centimetre layer of ice over the top of the bird bath. But that's not enough to affect these guys. These guys are fine with that. So yeah, just a great hardy all-round tree, especially for warmer, hotter, drier climates. Obviously you still need to water them. They're also that hardy, these olives, that if you were to forget to water it, even for 3 days, and all of the branches died off, all the leaves died off, at worst you might lose a couple of branches. You'll definitely lose all the leaves, but within a few weeks you'll notice that a lot of the branches and stuff will survive, and you'll have lots and lots of new shoots come out. Some people even defoliate an olive. I don't, because I have before, and what happened when I defoliated it was all the new growth was quite yellow, and it stayed quite yellow and quite weak for a fair time after I did that. So I've come to the conclusion, for me, my climate and how I treat the trees, I'm better off not defoliating, just cutting back the strong shoots, doing me regular fertiliser like that other video I did with the worm juice and the fish emulsion. And you know, my olives seem to love it. They're quite healthy, grow really well. Just really good. I was actually wondering why my scissors seem so sharp, and then I remember I actually give them a good sharpen up. So they're cutting through some reasonable size branching very, very easily. It's pretty cool. Good to have sharp tools. Not much hope for one of my tools to ever be sharp again. And the missus tells me about it every day. Okay, so we're getting through it. Almost done. Pretty easy prune, really. Got this massive branch at the back. I've just got to see what it's connected to. Okay, so it's a back branch. It has really aided in fattening up this back branch. I hope you can see that on this new camera. I'm not sure what the new camera is going to be like. It'll be interesting for me as well, just to see. There's the third branch there, so I chopped one off. But you can see it's really fattened up that branch. I'm going to leave this Irish moss today. I've got to go to a party, so I don't have time to try and change the moss over, muck around with that, but on a whole we're doing pretty well. Making good time. We've had a pretty productive day. New fireplace, cleaned the shed, messing it up again now, but we'll be alright. Just a bit of a sweep, it'll be alright. Right, so now I'm going to cut these back pretty hard. Let them divide out again. You can see how sharp my scissors are. Just cut straight through that like butter. And that's really done its job fattening up that back branch. Back branch here is out now as fat as all the side branches, which I was originally trying to fatten it up to. So really cool. That's pretty much it. I think I'm pretty much done. Okay, so I'm going to sweep the floor, clean up, get ready for the party, have a few more beers. I can't really be lazy. I'm going to show you something with the moss up the trunk. Now the thing is, normally you don't let moss, this is Irish moss here, but this is normal moss here. Normally you do not let moss grow up the trunk because it can wreck your old bark, and I completely 100% agree with that, because you can see up the old trunk all this nice craggly bark. And that's another thing, some olives get better bark. This one here is one of those ones where it gets an older cragglier bark a lot quicker. Even the young growth has already got some of those lumps on it. See these lumps, like it's gonna develop its own bark straight up, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, if you're lazy and you let this grow up, what it can do is it can wreck your bark. But I just wanted to show you something else. It's already, I think it's possibly wrecked the bark. I'm going to spray it with vinegar, which will give the bark a better chance of surviving while the moss dies. But I just want to show you something that I've noticed under here. Okay, so I'm scratching away all this. Right, I think you can already see the absolute massive amount of roots growing under there. See all those roots? It's almost air laid underneath the moss. You can see the old screw. See how well this thing zooms. See the old screw there from a tie down? And have a look at these roots here. It's almost air laid itself in here where the moss was, just because there was moss growing on the sides. Sure, this side will be nearly the same. No, not quite so bad, which is fine. We don't need roots up there. I'm going to have to actually clear the moss off here and cut all those roots off. But just to show you, that's why I say in the soil it's good to have moss on top, because it allows the roots to grow right near the surface. As you can see there, it's aided in a lot of root growth. And the same thing happens in your pot. Your pot's a pretty hostile environment, and without the moss it gets pretty hot. And you might only find that roots can survive at a level down there if you don't have anything covering the soil, and it's just pure, you know, whatever mix you use. You'll find that some of your roots might only start growing down there. But with the moss on top, you'll find you'll get roots throughout the whole pot. The whole pot will get filled. So anyway, just something. I'll give you a spin of the tree now while we're here. You can see this old trunk. It's a pretty cool trunk. Small, but yeah, really cool. And it's actually got a really good flare, but you can't really tell that because it's covered in moss. Got to do some carving in here. But yeah, this thing's only been about 4 or 5 years. So that's that back branch that really fattened up. Crazy. You can see that up the trunk. So there, that ramification's not that long, not that old. This phone is so hot. It actually burns my hands. This thing's crazy. It's actually, where I'm touching the camera, the phone, it's actually burning my hand. I'm wondering whether this thing's got a problem. It also goes through batteries like mad, so it's pretty crazy. Anyway, that's the tree. I'll show you when I've got me Aussie Bogan bloke clothes on, to do with me new haircut. New fireplace over there, it's pretty cool. New fireplace. Can't wait to try that out. Good old new hairstyle. Give it a bit of a go tonight. Maybe keep it for a week, we'll see. I hope that light's not in your eyes, we'll see. I'll have a look, but anyway, no worries. Cheers. I'll get some Bogan clothes on, and then let's finish off the video. But in case I don't get to finish off the video because I am running out of time, very small limited time now. Cheers for watching. Thanks for watching Aussie Bonsai Bloke. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your mates, and I'll catch you next time. Hopefully you'll get a bit of a look at what I'm going to look like. But if not, catch you next time. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. No worries. Thanks again. G'day. Aussie Bogan bloke, go. Oh yeah, I got me shorts on, me white tan line, almost me balls hanging out the bottom. Bloody beauty. I'll do a bit of a spin for you guys. Got the old frayed denim. Anyway, that's me. I'm about to go to the party. I do have one final little secret, which is going to be, I reckon, the edge of being a true bogan. I'm going to turn around. When I turn back around, you'll see the difference. There you go. The old tooth's gone. Now, let me tell you what happened there. One day I was stripping a bit of wire and I was trying to pull the coating off. I was pulling. And it went. And I thought, okay, yep, strip the wire, no worries. Look back at the wire. The coating was still on the bloody wire. I thought, oh shit, what happened? Went to bite it again, nothing there. Ripped out my tooth. Stripping wire. any young blokes out there, don't strip wire with your tooth. So anyway, that's my secret weapon to be a true bogan for today. So, cheers for watching, Aussie Bonsai bloke. I'm heading to the party. Oh, I'll show you one more thing. Okay. Seeing as it's going to be a bit of a cold night tonight, I thought I'd get the old flannel shirt out and I might wear this on top of me thing like this. Gets a bit cold, I'll just walk around like this, like an old Aussie bogan. So we'll see how we go. Let me know how you think I look legit. The missus reckons I cut my hair up too high, which I reckon I did. And she reckons my actual hairstyle looks like one of those Vikings off the Vikings. And she's probably right, but anyway, good enough. Heading out to the party. I've already had enough brews, but I'm going to have plenty more by the end of the night. And if I've got any pass out pics, I'll put them in the vid, but hopefully that's not going to happen. I don't want to make a fool of myself, as most of you probably don't want to do. But if it happens, I'm going to post it. If I end up passed out in a pile of vomit with me pants off, I'm going to post it. Cheers! No worries. Thanks for watching, Aussie Bonsai bloke, or today bogan bloke. Although I'm normally a bogan anyway, let's be real. Tell your mates about the channel, subscribe, you know, help us out. Cheers! And I'll catch you next time. No worries, cheers. I'll just bring you in on a close-up of my tooth. Bloody beauty, mate, bloody beauty. Cheers.